What's up, everybody? King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow me over there on Telegram. That's t.me/kingoffomo1, as well as my chat, which is going to be linked in the description below. Also in the description below is a link tree, which is going to send you a link to all of these different websites that we're going to be talking about today. And in this video and today, we're going to be talking about ways to cash out or sell your cryptocurrencies. My 5 favorite ways to do this. Now, of course, we're coming up to the next all-time high in Bitcoin, close to $20,000. So that's something that is going on a lot of people's minds is, how do I sell? When do I sell? What is the best way to sell? So here are some options that I use, that I've been using to sell my cryptocurrency and be able to spend it in stores. Now, keep in mind that I do live in the United States, and a lot of these things are only available in the United States. It really is dependent on your country, depending on where you're going to cash out. This video was also released on November 5th, 2020. Crypto changes dramatically as the months and the years go by. So if you're watching this video 2 years after it's launched, then you might want to look up a more up-to-date video about how to cash out and sell your cryptocurrencies. And additionally, there's no such thing as a best way to do anything in the financial world for anybody. It's really dependent on your situation. So as I go over these different ways to cash out your crypto, if one resonates with you more than another, then so be it. It might not be the same for a different person. So the first thing I want to talk about is Blockcard. So Blockcard is a way that I cash out my cryptocurrency, and this is put out by a company called Turnio, and it's essentially just a loaded debit card where you can deposit your Bitcoin, your Litecoin, your Ethereum, many different types of cryptocurrencies, and you can use it on this debit card. It's really easy and convenient to use. It's pretty user-friendly. I mean, it's just as simple as you deposit the crypto, you have it to spend right away. You can go to the store, swipe your debit card. You can even take cash out with a Blockcard as well. It works just pretty much the way that you expect it to work. There are some limitations and there are some negatives that I'll get to in a little bit, but the main attractor why people use Blockcard, why people are ranting and raving about it, is because of this right here. It does give you 6.38% crypto rewards, cashbacks, as you're spending the card in different stores. Now, to be qualified for that, there is some requirements. You do have to deposit and kind of lock in a certain amount of money to get certain percentages as you're spending. It's up to $1,000. That's about 145,000 turns, about $1,000 if you want to get the maximum 6% reward as you're spending the Blockcard in different places. But like I said, it's very convenient, and if you have a lot of crypto on the side, that's not going to be too much to freeze in there for if you're going to continue to spend the Blockcard. So the way that it works, like I said, you deposit your crypto, and actually what it does is, if you deposit like $100 worth of Bitcoin, it's actually purchasing the turn token, and that's what's going to be stored on your debit card. And as you're spending from your debit card, you're spending $100 worth of turn. So the reason why I'm saying that is because while most of these other companies and most of these other ways to cash out your crypto, they convert it into US dollars. With this one, the turn token, if you're buying $100 worth of turn, this can be volatile. So it can go up, it can go down in price value over time. Now, if you take a look at the turn chart on CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you'll notice that the price really hasn't changed significantly over the past year that it's been out. It usually stays pretty much the same, but it is something to keep in mind for those of you who are planning on depositing very large amounts into the Turnio's Blockcard system. Now, other things to note here, the back office, when you guys get signed up, it's going to look something like this. So you'll have your card number, you'll have your name right here, and you can actually spend it right away. It's really, really fast to sign up after you do your KYC, and then you can use your card right away after you load it up. And the card is virtual, so you can use it online anywhere. You can also attach your card to Google Pay immediately and use it in stores anywhere. So it's convenient by doing that. And if you order a physical card, it actually got to my house at least pretty quickly, and like within a few days, and I was able to spend the physical card that way too. And like I said, you have the option to send funds in, you have the option to deposit funds and to withdraw funds. Keep in mind that if you do withdraw, you're not withdrawing Bitcoin, you're withdrawing turn tokens, and you have to sell those turn tokens to get Bitcoin if you decide to do that. There's a lot of other things you guys can do. You can actually create a quasi bank account on here, and you can store USD on here as well. I haven't done that though, so I'm not going to talk too much about the bank account side of things, and this is more about how to just spend and sell your cryptocurrency. All right, so that kind of goes over the Turnio system in a nutshell. Now, the negatives that I've had with this, there are some limits. So you guys should read through the FAQ for limits. I think it's about $500 to like $2,500 that you're spending or being able to withdraw. Personally, the issue that I've had with the Blockcard so far is I've only been able to spend $100 every time I swipe the card. If it goes over $100, the transaction has failed. So that's something that I have to work out with support, which is kind of the last kind of negative that I want to talk about is since this company sort of newer and a lot smaller than the other ones that we're going to talk about today, support might not be as efficient as the other companies. So do keep that in mind. If you're depending on depositing a large amount, you probably should try and get in contact and know how to get in contact with support before you do that. So that is the Blockcard. Again, the main attractor for this is this percentage reward. So definitely check it out if you want to be able to spend crypto and get some rewards for doing that frequently. The next one I want to move over to is the Cashapp system. So Cashapp is, a system that I think a lot of you guys are familiar with. A lot of people, young people use this to send cash to each other, and you can actually order a card from Cashapp as well, which I've done, and you can spend that debit card in stores as well or online, and you can sell Bitcoin in here very, very easily. This is one of the most user-friendly platforms with cash whatsoever. That's a positive and a negative because it doesn't really get into the technical details about Bitcoin or anything else like that. If you're looking into getting more technical details, it's pretty much you can onboard, you can send your crypto onto here, you can sell actually an unlimited amount, and then you can spend that on your debit card immediately if you do decide to sell that amount. And you can also, I think you can use that debit card to get cash out as well from the ATM too. I'll have this posted on my link tree in the description below as well. This is a cashing out crypto kind of guide, and it's comparing right now just Cashapp and Coinbase. I'll add Blockcard in a little bit here, but some things you need to keep in mind with Cashapp is that there are fees. There's a 1.75% sell fee and buy fee if you're using it Cashapp. In order to do anything with Bitcoin, you need to have a balance of at least 0.001 Bitcoin to make a withdrawal. That's a common issue is people don't see their stuff appearing. So it's because you need to buy $1 worth of Bitcoin to see it appear first to like generate your wallet. So that's something that you might want to keep in mind. And you do have limits here as well. You can withdraw $2,000 worth of Bitcoin every 24 hours and up to $5,000 within a 7-day period. So you can't really cash out large amounts with Cashapp or with Blockcard overall. And like I said, your sell limit's unlimited, but keep in mind the withdrawal limit's what's really limiting you. So you have to make sure that you look at that. And the deposit limit, it's only $10,000. So you can't deposit more than that. And buy limit, $100,000. We're not really talking about buying here in this video. We're talking about selling. But Cashapp, to me, is one of my favorite ways to do it because it's one of the most convenient and quick ways to really get my crypto on my card and be able to swipe it in the store and to be able to have support. Cashapp has a really good support system there too. All right, so next up, we can move on over to one of the most popular ways that people use to buy and sell cryptocurrency, which is Coinbase. Now, personally, I do not like Coinbase very much at all. I think that the support in Coinbase is not good, and there's some issues that can happen with your account if Coinbase doesn't like you, and those issues are very hard to solve. So that's why I personally just avoid using Coinbase overall. But that being said, it is probably one of the best ways to sell your cryptocurrency if you're selling a lot of it. So you can take a look at the fees here. So they're a little complicated. Your fees are 1.5%, or you're going to have actually probably larger fees if you're doing smaller amounts. If you're selling upwards of more than $200, your fee is going to be variable. So there's that. You have other things that you can do here as well. For Coinbase, your withdrawal limits are $25,000 daily. If you do wire transfers, there's going to be a $25 fee, but it can be up to $250,000 daily. So obviously with Coinbase, this is for the big dogs in crypto. If you want to sell a lot of crypto, Coinbase is probably one of the best ways to do it. But make sure that your account is very clean. Make sure you're not in any negative standing with Coinbase because it's going to be a nightmare trying to get that fixed if you have any issues with Coinbase whatsoever. There's no sell limit. There's also no deposit limit, so it's very, very user-friendly overall. You do have to do the KYC. It is not anonymous, unlike the next things that we're going to talk about. But Coinbase works very well if you're trying to get some cash into your bank account. Selling it, Coinbase is the way to go for large amounts. Now, the next two ways are ways to sell your crypto if you want it to be anonymous and if you want it to be quick. And one of my personal favorite ways is using this website right here called Bitrefill. So you can purchase gift cards from many different places. Actually, there's really little reason to sell your cryptocurrency if you're using something like Bitrefill, because this is instantaneous. You send your crypto, you get the gift card essentially right away as soon as there's a confirmation. You can spend the gift card essentially right away. And there's very, very little limitations on how much you can buy. Obviously, it's not going to let you buy, I think, over like $5,000 worth of gift cards in a day. But nonetheless, you can buy gift cards from many different places. Amazon, there's practically everything that you need is on Amazon. If you need something from a physical store like Walmart, you can cash out, or you can buy a gift card from Walmart and spend that in the store directly using the Walmart app. You can get stuff from Best Buy. So that already covers pretty much everything that you would want to sell your crypto for. But it even goes further than that. Uber Eats, DoorDash, I used the gift cards for that before. I've used gift cards for hotels.com for booking hotels. I've used gift cards for even airline tickets. So there's Delta Airlines and a few other airlines on here that you can spend your gift cards on. But there's tons of gift cards: Nintendo, Xbox, Burger King, food places, Lowe's. If you're looking to buy something and you want to spend your crypto quickly and you want to do it anonymously, gift cards are the way to go. So definitely check out Bitrefill. This is the website that I use very, very often to be able to spend crypto and sell crypto really, really quickly. And then last but not least, the honorable mention is using Bitcoin ATMs. So these Bitcoin ATMs, if you're living in a populated place with them around you, it's a quick way to get cash, and it's also anonymous if you're doing smaller amounts. So this is a good way for you to get cash. Keep in mind though, you do have to physically drive there to get the cash out, and you might have to deal with some sort of KYC if you're withdrawing larger amounts from these systems. Additionally, the fees from here, you've got to find a good Bitcoin ATM. Sometimes they will gyp you hardcore with 10-20% fees for convenience, for buying and selling it in these ATMs. And a lot of times they do actually limit you. So unless you're using a burner phone or something like that, your phone number is going to be limited to only selling upwards of $1,000 in an entire year for these Bitcoin ATMs. And then you have to go for more KYC verification to go beyond that. But it is nonetheless a way that you can use to get cash quickly if you're on the go. So those are my 5 ways to sell your Bitcoin over time. You have the Blockcard, you have Cashapp, you have Coinbase, you have gift card websites like Bitrefill and Bitcoin ATMs. There's many other ways to do it. Those are just my personal favorites. And if you guys have any questions, you can ask me in the chat, in the comment section down below, and hopefully I'll go over it in more detail. Or if you want me to make a video specifically about one of these systems, I can do that as well. But I just wanted to give you guys an update on 2020, my favorite ways to cash out cryptocurrency. That's everything for today, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.